Let's get efficient. Security Operations Efficiency by ServiceNow. In today's discussion, we're going to be focusing on the Security Operations Center, specifically around the efficiency of our security analyst teams, our incident handlers, and our analysts to make sure that we are set up for success and we understand the data that we're leveraging in order to provide better mean time to remediation, time to incident resolution, and also understanding our risk score analysis. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to be focusing on the Security Operations Efficiency Dashboard. This dashboard is out of the box, and we can view the overall efficiency metrics and measure the individual performance of our SOC team members within the work. Now, as a SOC manager, we can use the performance analytics dashboard to improve overall efficiency and really get a snapshot in time of how a SOC is performing in both general and specific key areas over that time. For the Analyst Efficiency tab, which is shown here, all of these indicators will drill down for further details. For example, if we click the indicator in the average security incidents worked per analyst, we can actually see a graph that shows the number of open security incidents that have increased. And we can also see this over time. Our trend indicator will show us the latest time period for which the data has been collected. And this chart shows data for a period here between August and December. Now, the number of scores of the period for this data has been collected. We can also see the sum, the changes, and then of course the average, which is indicated up here. Now, all of this data, of course, can be manipulated. So if we wanted to look at this from a 12-minute running average, 3-minute running average on a monthly basis, if we wanted to look at this and backdate this for our backlogs, year to date, 6 months, 3 months, or even create a custom view, we can do so. Let's go ahead and navigate back to our Security Operations Efficiency Dashboard. We can also see closed security incident analysis and of course our backlogs around our assignment groups. One of the most important areas to focus on is the security incident age. How long has the security incident record been open, and who is it assigned to in terms of assignment groups for our different security teams? On the right-hand side, we have our security incident resolution time. This is indicating how fast we are actually operating as a security operations center to resolve and handle priority 1 to priority level 3 tickets. And as you can see on the bottom, we have our breakdown, which can then change the different views based on prioritization or based on incident state. This is extremely beneficial because I no longer have to create custom reports for all of these views. Rather, I can use the breakdown functionality to go through and filter through the data that pertains to the specific efficiencies that I'm looking for and the data that I need to have in front of me in order to make my next data-driven decision. Let's move over to our Detection Response Effectiveness tab. Now here we have our couple of different indicators. Our first one is around the true positive security incidents. Now this is the percentage of true positive incidents in the selected category for a specific period. In the formula here, it's already conducted. We can see that right now our true positive security incident rating, or our percentage, is at 97.3%. And that's incredible. Let's keep it that way. It should be at 100. Moving over to the right, we have our critical false positive security incidents, and then the false positive indicator around risk score. Now again, these indicators give you more insights onto how your records are being handled, as well as how the ingestion from your SIM tools are handling some of these different indicator risk scores as well. On the left-hand side, we have our security incident source effectiveness. Here we can see the effectiveness from our network monitoring, our intrusion detection and IPS tools, our SIM tools, and our firewall. Again, we can break this down by different categories, subcategories, assignment groups, risk scores, and specifically who it's assigned to. Here we can see the security incident source volume analysis, breaking down each of the different categories. We just saw here on the left-hand side, but more in a visual representation or more of an executive dashboard. This is also a great area to focus on because now we can visually represent the data that we have, and it's great when we're coordinating internal business discussions and meetings for our SOC teams to understand where we're focusing on, most importantly, and understanding where some of the security incident sources are most effective when it comes to that resolution. Here again is another example of the backlog analysis and then our closed security incident analysis. Again, further visualizing and illustrating the data we have here to better handle some of the driven decisions that we make moving forward. Now here we have the incident score analysis. This is going to give you the total number of open incidents in each risk category. Now this could be on a low risk scale, a moderate risk scale, or a critical risk scale. Calculation is based on the number of true positive security incidents that the security analyst has closed. So this visually represents all of that data. Now we always want to look at this as well when we normalize some security analyst work by risk score. So we do that successfully here in this widget called security analyst work by total risk score. Here we have this 30 different assignments for our analysts, our network security team. We have the different indicators and the values already calculated. And then we have that distribution as well. This is going to be calculated using the formula of the summary of the risk score of closed security incidents. And we're looking at anything specifically around the risk score of false positive security incidents that might have a specific category tied to that. For this example, we've used the malicious code activity as our category, which can also be changed to any other category that is either pre-populated within your security operations offering or a custom category that you've created for a niche use case. On the right-hand side, this is just another way to calculate that same information, but by a mean risk score. This, of course, is the average risk score for each security analyst for that specified period. And of course, there is a formula that is already pre-canned out of the box. Moving over to the final security incident analysis stage, this is where we can see the number of open incidents on a specific date and status. That status closely follows the NIST 800-61 computer incident handling procedures and protocols operations. NIST, of course, very popular there in the cybersecurity space. Hygiene is everything, so how do we become compliant and govern our business continuity plans? Well, we've created a solution here for you. Here we have our draft, 7 security incident records within a draft state or stage. We have 34 incidents, up 25% from December 31st. And we have 17 incidents in the contained stage. So on each stage, we can view the average age. We can also view the affected CIs, response tasks, and so on. When we click on these specific links, we'll view additional details or the breakdown of those specific incidents. Here I can actually see if there were any records that were tied. And navigate back up to the eradicate stage. So for your SOC teams and your security analysts, this is a great way to understand where things are currently staged as part of that NIST control and that compliance order of operations. Last but not least, our review stage and understanding some of the lessons learned and how we can further educate our security analysts to make sure that everything is not only compliant, but cohesive to the current security business posture of the organization, and how we can better populate information from that security incident information management and use that to orchestrate incredible efficiencies through this powerful offering of the security operations efficiency dashboard as shown today. Lastly here, of course, we've shown you how we can look at this view through security assignment groups. We can also break this down through security assignment categories and select specific elements. These elements could pertain to different compliance controls, different types of data, and in this case, different info types. Perhaps we'd like to look at equipment lost, denial of service, or confidential personal identifiable information and failed login attempts. By hitting apply, Notice that my information in real time is updated appropriately, and we can see those relevant records displayed on my security dashboard. So the true power of the platform is right in front of you, hands to keyboard. With just a few simple clicks, you're able to create and curate a successful security operations efficiency dashboard that will allow you to make important data-driven decisions for the success of your business with a security-first mindset. For more information, go to www.servicenow.com for a more in-depth overview of our performance analytics dashboards, as well as scheduling a demonstration with our security operations team. Thank you.